What's up, everybody? This is Trinity the Gamer 333 here today to bring you the next video in the Xenoverse 3 series videos. And for those of you that don't know or are new, this is a series of videos in which we talk about new ideas and implementations to add into the next installment in the Xenoverse franchise. And I'd also like to clarify that these are just ideas and they are not confirmed details about the next upcoming game or anything like that. They are just ideas and general overview of the public's opinion as well as my own, and what I like to call the Dragon Ball game to end all Dragon Ball games. And today we'll be talking about Part 4, Clothing, Items, and Equipment and Weapons, Sub-Part 2, Clothing. So without further ado, let's begin. So the 8 layers are going to include the head, the face, the shoulders, the chest, the legs, the hands, and the feet, and the back. So this will include, any kind of helmets or sunglasses or chest armor or even shoulder armor, and there will be some that'll cross over as well. So you can't, like a Saiyan's armor, such as like Raditz or Nappa or Vegeta's from the Saiyan arc. You can't have shoulder armor with that, as those have like shoulders that go out. And then you also get to have gauntlets or some type of hand protection, and then capes as well, or even could be something else on the back as well entirely, and just kind of different variations of all this different stuff, which adds, again, my biggest word is variety. Then we look at the clothing choices, and we should have different race and style variations, and this is very similar to Xenoverse 2, as each race had their own specific one, except I think that most of the stuff should be usable by all races with a few exceptions. So the Namekians should have a warrior, elder, and prodigy style clothing, while the Saiyans have a low class and elite and a royalty style clothing. And the royalty could be like the King Vegeta armor, sort of, and have something similar to that effect. The humans can have the turtle school, the crane school, and the red ribbon kind of clothing choices. Frieza race can have the space suit, power suit, and even a mecha suit, and that's up in kind of like up in the top right hand corner. Kind of like those kind of options as well. I really like those options, except I think that the spikes and stuff should be part of the character customization itself, not necessarily a part of the armor. But again, if we were to not go with that, then we can still do it in the armor as well. And then the androids can have human clothing or molecular suits, and what molecular suits means is, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. It just sounded like a cool name, but I'm sure that Bandai could play with this quite a bit and figure something out. The Majins can have the clown style suits and then super suits. So the super suits would more fit the Super Buu like characters that are skinnier, and the clown suits would fit the more fat style Majins. And then you can have some type of robotic suit, sort of like the Megetta armor, then Frieza armor. So that can be like all the different armors that the Ginyu Force wears, the Frieza Soldiers wears, and everything like that. Character outfits, you can have like Roshi outfits or the Beerus outfit or even Hit and stuff like that. So you can have all the different characters that we've seen throughout Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. Have all those different outfits within this game, and again, have them all colorable in any kind of color fashion as well. And speaking of color, let's talk about the different layers for the color clothing. So I think the head should have 2 slots to color, the face should have 2 slots, shoulders should have 2 slots, chest should have 3 slots, legs should have 3 slots, and hands should have 2 slots, while the feet have 2 slots, and the back should have 2 slots as well. So what I mean by the slots is the different areas that you can color on the armor and how many different areas you can color overall. And I think instead of the feet having 2 slots, I think 3 slots would be better. But I think that would be kind of a cool playoff to be able to control what your character looks like with many different details. So if you wanted to have a completely different colored character throughout, then you can. Now let's talk about the clothing abilities. The scouters should be able to locate enemies at any time on the map. Then you should have weighted clothing that gives more XP to characters who wear this after each fight or mission. Key absorption clothing, so some of this clothing can absorb minor damage from key blast attacks, maybe like up to 5% or something like that. And physical absorption, some clothing can absorb minor damage from physical attacks. And there's many more that I'm sure that they could come up with, but I just can't think of currently as I make this video. But I think that some of the clothing should have different abilities to them, and not necessarily stats boosters, but just stuff that they can do to help in a fight, or even just kind of add a nostalgic feel to the fights. And then any other ideas. Now let's talk about the accessories. I think that there should be a head they should have scouters, hats, helmets, headphones, etc. Neck should have necklaces. The back should have like a turtle, hermit shell, cell wings, stuff like that. Facial, you should have mustaches and beards that you can pick from. Wigs, you could have Super Saiyan wigs, Super Saiyan Blue wigs, Super Saiyan 4 wigs, Yajirobe wigs, Super Saiyan Rose wigs, etc., all that stuff. Then basically a lot of the stuff from Xenoverse 2 just kind of re-implemented into that, but I think that they should add a lot more in maybe like different crowns and stuff like that. I don't know. So you can give your character their own personal backstory, whether they were a king or if they were a peasant or whatever, something similar to that effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and they should also be able to wear multiple accessories, up to like 3 accessories, I'd say. So, and that was also given to me by one of my subscribers in the comment section. And wearing more than just one accessory at a time, I think you should be able to wear multiple, just to, again, add more variety. So if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to me at TrinityGamer333 and leave a like and a comment. And the next video was on part 4, clothing, items, equipment, weapons, subpart 3, items and equipment. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later.